Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here are the starters for Charlotte. We've got Kelly Oubre. Ball is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Miller. And it's Williams in at the center position. And for Boston, Monte Morris is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Paul George. Well, we're past the halfway mark of the season now, Clark. How hard is it for teams to stay focused during this time of year?
Well, I think it depends on the team, their aspirations, and the leadership within the team. I mean, some teams, when they know they're out of it, can look a little lost, but the contenders have a way of staying sharp all the way through. Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. Ball against Morris. George outside. Pass to Morris. Puts up a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
George with a fantastic look. Excellent job creating an easy opportunity for his teammate.
Ball against Morris. Now here's Ball. Tight defense on him. 6 on the shot clock. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. From deep, Mitchell. Rebounded by the Celtics. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they played well for part of that game, but couldn't sustain the effort. They were eventually just overpowered.
Seeing George spread the wealth and picking up the assist, I think he's a better player when he's sharing the ball like that.
To the inside. And it's Mitchell. The miss. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Here's George. And no good. Good work defensively by Oubre. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Tatum. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness. Always pushing himself is Jason Tatum.
First free throw is good. And so Tatum nails both of them. When talking about the Celtics, you'd have to say they have a unique 1-2 punch, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, B.A. To have Tatum on one wing and Brown on the other, that's a potent combination. And what a luxury for Boston. They complement each other so well.
Out left to the wing. Three-pointer is up for Brogdon. And that comes off the assist by Morris.
I just love the ball.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. And we have just about a half a season left. Here's our latest power rankings. You take a look at the Celtics. The good news is they're trending in the right direction. Still right in the middle of the pack.
Well, right now for Charlotte, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they legit, but they could very well be the team to beat.
Mitchell takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
Pass to George. Takes the three. Williams grabs the board. The Hornets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Ball surveys the floor. And here's Mitchell, guarded by Morris. And Brogdon with the stuff.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
So it's the Hornets now. After the basket by Boston. Throws it up high.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping.
tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Oubre against George. Outside Brogdon. Back to George. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Paul George. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Now here's Tatum. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends.
For Charlotte, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside, Williams. On the wing, Mitchell, guarded by Brogdon.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
The Celtics have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Morris finds George. Outside for Brogdon. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Here's Mitchell. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Mitchell's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Here's Tatum. 5 points in the game. Pass to Brogdon. 3-pointer. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, Malcolm Brogdon has really good size and strength and basketball IQ, which makes him hard to guard for the defense.
And that one falls for Brogdon. Here's Charlotte now. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable forward decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. Green out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Mitchell. Then it's Ball. And it's Miller in at the 2. Here's Tatum.
And as for P.J. Washington, lots of success early on and lots of room to grow.
To me, Grant, he's got all the skills. I mean, he's got a big body. He can play either the 4 or the 5 effectively. He can dominate you inside physically. Not a lot of guys can do that. And then he can back out and make the 3-2. It's a lethal combination.
Now here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 25-point game against Detroit.
And his defense really set the tone. Seemed like he impacted almost every shot that came his way, blocking many.
Here's Longley, pounded by Ball. Pass to Longley. There's a screen. Bayless. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
The 3 from Mitchell. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight. Here's Longley. Yet to see a basket. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now Mitchell. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Walsh. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Pass to Longley. Rebounded by Green. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. After this one, they're off to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. It'll be game 3 of 6 on their current trip. Here's Mitchell. Ball outside. The three from Washington. And the Hornets, another three.
They are shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
The Celtics have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Longley passes to Osman. Pass to Tatum. Back to Osman. 5 on the clock. For 3. And Tatum drills the 3.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that 3. Makes that shot look effortless.
Down low. Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
We always see trends come and go in the NBA, Grant. It seems like in the current era, the pick and roll is the go-to offensive set.
Oh, no question, B.A. To be competitive these days, you have to be able to run the pick and roll very, very well. And that's why lead guard play is so important right now in the league.
Miller's checked in for Washington.
Here in the second, at least from the line, they're perfect. Hopefully that gets them going in other areas as well.
Pass to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Ball against Morris. George outside from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
On target from range.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
George feels it out a bit. Morris against Ball. Morris left side. They set the screen for 3. George sinks it from distance. George has got his first 3 points of the game.
Because he's a stretch floor with a reliable and consistent 3, George adds a lot to this offense.
Here's Ball. And it's Charlotte with another.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Tatum. Mitchell grabs a miss. The Hornets have gone 8 for 9 here in this second. Pass to Miller. And out of bounds, the Celtics will take it. And if you're looking for proficiency in scoring over the last month, look no further than this group. The Hornets making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Morris against Ball. Back to Morris. Up and in on the layup. Morris has got 9.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Wizard in their last time out against the Pistons was simply terrific. He had 25 points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And Boston has possession. Morris with it. 14 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
They are just owning the boards right now.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Miller. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. Miller can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Morris against Williams. Now here's Tatum. And there's a pick. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Man, I love watching Tatum break down the defense in the pick and roll, exploits any passing lane that's available to him.
Pass to Miller. Over George. Again, the miss by the Hornets. Boston has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. And here's Tatum. This one for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Tatum's got 16 points now.
I like this trend. He's hit 2 triples this period, has 3 for the game.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. The Celtics making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. Oubre, he's checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for Ball. Pass to Oubre. Here's Miller. Inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Friday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then Monday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And looking at the Utah matchup, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Now here's George. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. So it's the Hornets now. It's a 5-point game. Over to the wing. And he's going for the oop here. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Here's Brogdon. Oh! Brogdon rising up for the flush.
It's nice to see when Brogdon doesn't settle for the layup, instead going in there to finish with power.
Pass to Mitchell. Williams a screen on George. Mitchell pass to Williams. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
Here's George. After the basket by Charlotte. And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
George outside. Outside Brogdon. Outside Tatum. To To the middle. From 7 feet. And no good, trying to use the glass.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 15.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Boston with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte. Brogdon with a nice finish down low.
Brogdon so composed, riding the wave of momentum, not forcing shots. Instead, taking what the defense gives him.
There's a screen. Oubre against Brogdon. 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. Counted. Mitchell's got 19 points.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
Left side Tatum. There's the three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Mitchell's got 5 rebounds in the game. Smith outside. Pass to Williams. Outside for Mitchell. Lets the three fly. And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it.
First in assists, and they're ranked first in shooting percentage, proving how lethal and connected they are on offense. They play for each other. No individual agendas out there.
And we've talked about the beautiful game before. When you think of that term, great ball movement, team chemistry, they both come to mind. And these guys exemplify both to a T with how many assists they rack up. You know, over his career, Paul George has racked up more than his fair share of accolades.
Well, he's a fixture at All-Star Weekend, that's for sure. Now, he's made the all-defensive team more than a few times. He's had an outstanding career.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 16. Outside Brogdon. Rejected by Mitchell.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And so Ball nails both of them.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Mitchell against Brogdon. Pass to Tatum. Back to Brogdon. Morris against Ball. They set the pick. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here's Tatum, and they forced a shot clock violation. Great D. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for LaMelo Ball.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
8 seconds left in the first half. Outside Mitchell. He shoots. Out to Oubre from the arc. Boston with a rebound. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face him. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. Counted from distance. Brogdon's got 9 points in the quarter.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Pass to Williams. Back to Mitchell. The kick out to Ball. There's a screen. From outside the arc. Doesn't go that time. Boston has gotten only 4 of 9 from beyond the arc here in the second. with a 9-footer. Morris for three. Mitchell grabs a miss. Williams with the screen. To the paint with 2 seconds left. And Williams punches it home.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And so it's Charlotte up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and Getting high percentage looks. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Put your hands together and get loud for Red and Black.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Boston Celtics.
What I'm really wondering is their communication defensively. They've allowed too many good looks, and that's something that can be hard to correct at halftime.
Also, give some credit to the boys on the other side. The execution was on point.
Next up, let's see who made the honors for our NBA Players of the Week. And in the West, appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from Malcolm Brogdon.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
George out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Monte Morris. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Williams' shot is good.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Morris. Tatum from long range. Mitchell grabs a miss. Mitchell's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Morris on the wing, pounded by Ball. George outside. Here's Miller, pounded by Tatum. And Mitchell with the slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Back to Brogdon. Rejected by Mitchell.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Oubre with room to shoot. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 16. Outside Brogdon. Pass to George. Shot clock at 5. Morris for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Mitchell's got rebound number 8 now. Ball outside. Back to Mitchell. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Tatum. Inside. To stop the drought. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
To the wing on the left. Back to Mitchell. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brogdon's got 4 rebounds in the game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
The Celtics are battle-tested, and asked what comes from that experience, Jaylen Brown said, quote, poise. Being able to see and read the game. Our offense has been able to take leaps by understanding the game and what they want to take away and just letting the game decide. Ian?
Yeah, that's been the key. Thanks, Allie.
Things have been a little bumpy grumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Ball outside. The three is up. The shot, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Morris passes to Brogdon. George outside. 4-3. Mitchell grabs a miss. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Ball outside. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Celtics. George outside. Outside Brogdon. Outside Tatum. Back to Brogdon to win the drought. From deep, Brogdon!
He's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
On the wing, Mitchell. The three. Tatum pulls it in.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Brogdon against Mitchell. Now here's Brogdon, guarded closely. And there's the screen. Here's George. And the deficit down inside single digits. George has got 5 points.
And George typically capitalizes well off any pick and roll situation because he makes quick decisions and his basketball IQ is pretty high.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
And while we have a moment, here's a good chance to bring up the top rebounders in the NBA this season. And here's Morris. He's got 9. Pass to Brogdon. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And Williams punches it home.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here's Morris after the basket by Charlotte. Pass to Tatum. The three is up. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Mitchell's got rebound number 11. Ball outside. Back to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Morris passes to Brogdon. Tries a 9-footer. Rejected by Mitchell.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Ball against Morris. The three from Mitchell. Rebounded by the Celtics. It's George on the wing. Pounded by Ball. Tatum passes to Morris. Back to Tatum. To the middle. Ooh, Williams with the block. Pass to Ball. Here's the three. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 7th assist here tonight. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
And the Hornets with possession here. After the basket by Boston. Pass to Mitchell. There's Ball with a three. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Well, you gotta love how quick Ball shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Now here's George. He's covered by Oubre. Oubre against George. Outside Tatum. Here's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Connects from downtown. Tatum's got 19 points.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Now here's Ball. He's got 13. Three-pointer. Tatum pulls it in. Pass to Brogdon. Morris against Oubre. Here's Miller. He has 6. Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And the Celtics called time here. And such great talent in the league, Clark. But the All-Star game last season, not the most competitive. Does that need solving?
It certainly needs attention because the game has dwindled from anything near competitive for a decade or more. I've not been a fan of it because it's basically turned into a glorified layup line. And I don't think that reflects well on the game. I know the fans enjoy the engagement and the weekend, but the game itself needs retooling in a big way, in my opinion.
Pass to Green. Back to Ball. Green with a screen on Morris. Outside for Green. 4 on the clock. He drops it from range. Green's got his second basket of the night.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Now Morris. He's got 9. George outside. Tries it from the top of the key. The Hornets pull it in. Green's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Mitchell, good.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's George. He's got 7. Outside Brogdon. Fires it from 18. Good as the jump shot falls. Brogdon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, Brogdon's such an efficient shooter. Not any wasted motion at all. He can create a good look in just about any situation.
Miller. And again, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics.
You got him!
Kicks it to George. From deep.
Foul. Miller. First personal foul. First.
And Boston has possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
On the court for the Hornets. They've got LaMelo Ball. Miller is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Williams in at the 5.
Yeah, not a smart move on that pass. Hopefully he'll learn from that.
The Celtics have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. George against Oubre. George's shot is good.
One of the things that separates George from other wings is willingness to go inside and do work, to play near the goal.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Pass the ball from deep three-point land. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. The Hornets pull it in. Williams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Brogdon against Mitchell. Now here's Ball. Back to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Rejected by Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell. Williams defending. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Clark, one thing that stood out the last few seasons is the number of blockbuster trades just before the deadline.
Yeah, I think it's part of the league being a year-round league. I mean, that's a huge time on the calendar for the league when teams are looking to make moves to transform themselves or improve themselves. But you're right. The number of big trades have been more prevalent recently. And some of that is because of the power the players have in terms of facilitating movement.
Now here's Ball. The three-pointer off the mark. Brogdon with the ball. Pass to Morris. Now Tatum beyond the arc. They get it again. George. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Utilizing that size, George able to get it off the glass and sends it back in.
Williams' shot is good.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
George is screen on Ball. Morris passes to Brogdon. It's George on the wing. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got 6 points in the quarter. The Hornets shooting at 31% here in this fourth quarter. Mitchell against Brogdon. Outside Oubre. Back to Mitchell. Williams a screen on Brogdon. Mitchell, good. Mitchell's got 16 in the second half.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Now here's George. Outside Brogdon. And here's George. Let's go with a 3. George with another miss. Now here's Mitchell. Outside, Williams. Back to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
And here's Morris. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to George. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. Morris has got 4 assists in the game.
As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
Now here's Oubre. To the inside. The kick out to Ball. Here's Here's Miller. Ball outside. Mitchell, a screen on Morris. Ball no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
George passes to Morris. Rejected by Mitchell. Ball against Morris. Right side Mitchell. Back to Ball. 6 to shoot to the paint. George with the block.
George is versatile defensively, can guard in multiple positions, and that versatility allows him to block some shots too.
Rejected by Mitchell. .143 left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Oubre. Double team on Mitchell. Ball passes to Mitchell. Back to Ball. Fires for three. Hits the trifecta. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense for the Hornets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this result tonight, it gets them to 44 wins on the year.
And this is an even matchup, 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the Wizard.
I think his authoritative defense was huge for them tonight. He established early that he wasn't allowing easy buckets.
When you think about Brogdon and his three-point shooting, it really is a factor and a function of him being so good in the mid-range.
Now here's Williams. Williams, a screen on Morris. Ball from the high post, he drills it.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Here's Tatum after the basket by Charlotte. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris can't hit. Ball left side. And it's Mitchell, that time on the assist by Ball. Mitchell's got 41.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that's